Power forward from Talisay, Batangas, number 6, William Navarro. And at center from Lubao, Pampanga, number 10, Ian Sangala. Power forward from Cagayan de Oro City, number 12, Glenn Cobontin. And at center from Cebu, number 21, Kelly Williams.
Mid-conference acquisitions in Navarro and Heading, playing in their first playoff game for their respective sides. First possession will belong to TNT Tropang 5G. Offensive rebound for Magnolia as they will get another crack at it with hands on the defense to bother the touch, but Ian Sangalang recovers enough.
Misses coming off 3-point or 4-point attempts. Essential for Magnolia to be able to control, to be able to run at the opposite end.
Jordan Heading, the layup is good off the bank. He will have the play. But you still get a great pickup in Jordan Heading, who can also play at that level, although he is playing his first few games with TNT as Ian Sangalang provides a second bucket.
Ken Williams able to create the defensive stop against Sangalang.
Oftana runs into a brick wall, but they recover. Calvin fakes from the corner, attacks baseline, strong move as he gets his first bucket of the game. Give their squad a lift and force a deciding game on Saturday. And that's another turnover against Magnolia. Heading on the drive, that's a foul coming from William Navarro. Oftana, after absorbing the contact he played on, this was the foul, but he went all the way to the hoop for two. Thank you so much for that report, Bell. And you can see how different coaches set up different situations as Paulie makes a three here. Now Baroka will be tested by the physical defense of Brian Eruela. Sangalang down low, patient move inside. Gorgeous delivery from Baroka. Very, very early. He had so much space to operate inside as Oftana launches and converts. Sweet stroke from Calvin Oftana. This three-point shot is brought to you by Rexona. Only one starter remaining for Coach Chotres in Calvin Oftana. Xavier Lucero from the corner. He shoots a tremendous percentage from the three-point range at 44.7%. He knocks it down from deep to tie the game.
Just a rare breed, really. Sam Lucero, so good, even at this very young age.
Aurin to the corner. Oftana with a flyby. Step in, two-point shot is sweet for Calvin. Lapot swings it to Lucero. Handoff now to Lastimosa. Jerome attacks baseline, sneaks one up and in with a foul.
And Magnolia had to wait for him to recover from his knee injury, but that investment that they had on this young man has paid off dividends. They have Paulie, they have Lastimosa coming off the bench most of the time.
Paulie, the most prolific four-point shooter in this conference, misses, but Lapot is there to turn garbage into gold, and those are golden points, Coach.
Indeed.
Those are bonus, those are gravy points for Coach Chito Victolero.
Paulie shooting at a 50% clip from the 4-point line at 15 out of 30. And so far, Lapot has done extremely well protecting the restricted zone here for Magnolia.
Paulie to Lastimosa, the layup is gone. They're going on the run, they're attacking quickly, and now they lead by 5. Download Pilipinas Live app and update to the latest version to access Pilipinas Live Shorts for free. Well, if we talked about the bonus points from Lapot, you'll also have to feel the same for this bucket coming from Galinato.
What about the setup job coming from Jordan Heading? The pocket pass. Perfect delivery.
Navarro, the runner, is good to respond. Jordan Heading against Alfaro, who's just checked in. Eram goes to the hook. That is a beauty as he scores the first bucket of the second quarter. Peter Alfaro, both in the game right now. Always an advantage coming from RR Pogoy. Very patient inside as he scores too deep.
Match up against one another.
Oftana uses the quick screen from BGR. Downhill drive, the layup is good for Ganuelas Rosser.
I was about to say BGR has kept the offensive score or the offensive output of Lucero to a minimum. And again, one of the best bigs going downhill.
Sangalang continuing his stellar play.
4 of 5, total of 8 points.
Yep. Hot start for Ian. Rosser goes to Pogoy. Quick shot from RR. He's getting his looks.
RR humbly gave credit to Magnolia's defense for denying the shooters and limiting their touches in their most recent outing. After that loss, he also couldn't help but admit how being in this twice-to-win disadvantage is such a weird feeling to grapple with. But he has been telling his teammates, we will keep making mistakes, but we shouldn't stop. We should keep going. Because in RR's eyes, the first time around, Magnolia forced them to many mistakes, which frustrated them too much, and it got in the way of them trying again. Tonight, they must have the ability to shake things off and get right back. Gentlemen.
Well, you were talking about him. You say his name, and he appears. RR Pogoy converting another bucket inside to stretch their lead back up to 4 after the make from William Navarro.
And again, I reiterate, did not score in quarter 1. Only had 2 attempts, but very aggressive here and extremely efficient. But
just a 2-point lead for TNT. Navarro for 3. Gets the lead back for Magnolia. TNT ice cold from the 3-point distance. Paul Lee for 4. It's not the most prolific 4-point shooter of the conference. Open. They don't force any of the shots to get that kind of quality.
pero alam mo yung range na yan, hindi lahat yan meron eh.
Absolutely. 2 minutes and change remaining in our first half. Heading.
Wow.
Gets the friendly bounce.
This time is able to get to his left side. Heading had 4 points in the first quarter. Heading had 12 points in their first meeting. Played 30 minutes.
Baroka looking for options. He locates Navarro. Driving lane for William. The pass lands with Ian Sangalang, who stays patient to get another bucket. To Sangalang. The set shot won't go. Eram is ahead. Eram scores on the layup. Now they're milking the clock. They want to take the last possible shot here in the first half. There is a foul to give. De La Rosa sinks it from downtown.
While Lucero not match up against BGR to start out quarter 3.
De La Rosa wants 4 and he will get it. Quickly, Coach Shotreyes will make his adjustment. Calls the number of Brandon Ganuela's roster. He's the designated matchup against Xavier Lucero. That's just pure talent from Calvin Oftana.
Oh, yeah.
Oftana against Sangalang. He has a speed advantage. Kicks it out. Pogoy. This is open, and he finally buries one from deep. Looking for a friend. Finally delivering to Baroka. Asking for a screen coming from Lucero.
Nice pass.
What a cut coming from Xavier. Pinpoint pass from Baroka. Now a smaller defender will be tasked to go up against Xavier Lucero and Calvin Oftana. The pull-up is good for Paul Lee. Paul Lee showing us the hit, slight step back to create space against the defense of RR Pogoy. And now a timeout for the TNT Tropang 5G. Eram hands it off to Pogoy. Pogoy puts his defender in jail. The lefty layup is good off the bank.
After being down at 57-47.
This move, Coach, putting your defender in jail, keeping him behind you is so crucial to the attack of the ball. 4:35 left in the third quarter. Jonicio has been trying. Finally, finally it falls for the 3-point distance for Aris. Now the question is, who will spearhead the offense for TNT now that Calvin Oftana will have to take a quick break? Great cut from Lastimosa. Jordan Heading lost his man. Sangalang now posting up versus Kelly Williams. Double team comes. The cut. Oh, that was a hit on the face of William Navarro, and it will be reviewed. Has to be a flagrant foul penalty 1. Game blocking shot block. Jordan Heading misses from deep. A lot of time for Magnolia. They have the advantage. They're on the run. Lucero misses the layup. Pogoy on the attack. Pogoy all the way.
No problem. RR Pogoy having the last say. Some costly misses here for Magnolia.
1 more minute before Calvin Oftana can check back into this contest. Pogoy attacks the close out. A finger roll is sweet. And trap Paul Lee.
Almost. 64-56.
Magnolia versus Kelly Williams. Lastimosa goes to Jonicio. He recovers. He goes on the push shot. He bangs it home.
The first-year player will place with that poise. Big basket coming from Lastimosa.
Back to a 4-point lead, 67-63 for Magnolia. Ruela to BGR against Sangala. Oh, they overhelp, and they pay for it dearly with another bucket from R.R. Pogoy. 6 straight points for a guy who just celebrated his birthday.
The R.R. Pogoy explosion, even without Calvin Oftana.
Lastimosa has a speed advantage against BGR. Goes to his right, snatches back. Lastimosa forces it up and gets the friendly roll. Easy pass to BGR for a quick 2.
And again, the overplay. Perfect read on defense coming from Pogoy. Who can stop R.R. Pogoy right now? What about that air break coming from Jerome Lastimosa?
Post shot urged them to be more disciplined in their defensive coverage so they can also settle offensively, especially because the coaches want to see them become more patient.
A 69-69 deadlock. Navarro hits the layup.
Personal foul. And remember that Magnolia was in team penalty in the previous quarter that enabled TNT to go to the line.
Will he use his speed? Will he take matters into his own hands? He will, but he sets up a pass to De La Rosa.
Side.
Not convert inside. Well, he confidently took those 2 free throws to give the lead back to Magnolia, 73-71. Great cut coming from Oftana. The location from BGR. That's the second time that Ganuela Strasser found a cutting Oftana.
Again, the defense read against the overplay.
Tied at 73 once more. Almost a turnover. Lastimosa hits the break, sends a pass to Navarro. 4 to score. Navarro off the spin. The layup is a beauty. And it will be Pogoy and Oftana. The 3 for Pogoy is gone. And he takes the lead for TNT. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Rexona. Thank you for that report, Bell. Right now, TNT will have an opportunity to get it right back, and Pogoy is delivering. He's not stopping. Lucero versus BGR, the handoff to Barroca. There's a switch, a big man on him. Lucero posting up against a smaller defense of Heading. Lucero takes advantage.
That's the value of Lucero getting that ball inside. Having that size advantage against Heading.
Big screen coming from Kelly Williams. Opens things up. BGR, corner 3. It's gone! This 3-point shot is brought to you by Rexona. Stay cool in the heat of the game. With Rexona Ice Cool, it won't let you down.
5 points in 2 possessions, not just on the defensive end, but even in offense. Rosser has been big.
Barroca, though, responds calmly, coolly, without banking one-hander to stay within striking distance. It's only a 2-point lead for TNT. Pogoy has been the star of the 4th quarter for TNT. Pogoy on the drive, kicks it out. Kelly Williams for 3. What a time for the threes to fall for TNT!
In the last 2 quarters. What about this pass earlier?
Can he provide magic here in the end game? Lucero. Double team comes for him. The ball is stolen by Oftana. Calvin skies. A layup is gone off the back. De La Rosa almost stepping out of bounds, but he recovers. Barroca on the drive, stops, turns. De La Rosa momentarily open. Big time 3-point shot to keep them in the game. Magnolia still in this. Volley! Ties the game with a 4! Just made the biggest one. Oh, the 49th season PBA Philippine Cup to tie the game at 88. Put to a test on the stripe. The first free throw, the important one, is good. 2.9 seconds remaining, only a 1-point game. Lucero draws a double team. and he is stopped, completely stopped by BGR and Pugoy. TNT lives to fight another day.